First of all, this concept of Masters Champions League, which you came in, what convinced you to come on board?
There's a couple of things really. I think I've played in a few Masters competitions in the past. They've always been exciting. They've always been good to get together with all the players you played against in your international career. And there was always a fun tournament. And I think this Masters Champions League that's going to take place in 2016 will be a great festival of cricket. It will help enhance the profile of the UAE. I've played cricket in the UAE before for Essex, my county, for England and one or two competitions. It's always a great place to come and play. So the two combined, I think, will make a very exciting tournament. And to see some of the past greats and icons of world cricket competing, taking up, the bat and ball against each other again, will excite the public here in the UAE. And again, as I say, put UAE on the map in terms of world cricket once again.
Graham, you spoke about picking up the bat and ball again after so many years and everything. You said it's going to be a fun event as well. But of course, it's a business. It's a business proposition, and there are a lot of people coming on board and everything. There's a lot of doubt about. We've heard stories, a lot of stories. This particular generation may not have seen many of the greats who are playing on this particular tournament. So how would you, business-wise, how would you translate that kind of thing which you have read and what you see on ground with them?
I think the simple fact that the players that will be performing in this competition will be in the majority well-known players, even though their physical attributes might not be quite up to standard when they were playing international cricket. Certainly their minds will still be sharp and they will be competitive. No top-class sportsman likes to lose, and when you cross that white line, those competitive instincts always come to the fore. So I think it will be exciting cricket, and I think it will be cricket that the public here in the UAE and on TV want to see. And the simple fact that some of these players who in their careers by and large just played in their national teams, now they'll be mixing in like a franchise scenario, so there'll be different nationalities in different teams. And I think that's one of the things that's made the IPL exciting and the Big Bash in Australia exciting. So I think this format will not only excite the players but excite the people who want to support it, the franchise owners, the sponsors, TV, and I think it's going to be a success, and I think we're all looking forward to it tremendously.
You spoke about IPL, and one of the major thing in this particular getting this through over here is about convincing the Indian Cricket Board, the BCCI, in letting their players go off. You think you would be hoping that you would get a green signal, because we've also heard plans, the BCCI not reciprocating in a great manner, about a proposed T20 league, which was started off by Sachin Tendulkar and Shane Warne. So you think that's going to be your biggest challenge?
I don't know about any other competitions. All I know is that I don't know of any objections from anyone else to this competition. I know that the governing council have sought representations, obviously, with the Emirates Cricket Board, and they have given their blessing. I know they've had representations to the ICC, and this tournament will conform to all the rules and regulations like any other tournament under the ICC mandate. So India are part of the ICC, so I don't know of any objections, and I don't expect there to be any. This is a festival of cricket that will take place for people that are retired from international cricket. So it's not a threat to any other normal form of cricket. It's just going to be a tournament which promotes the game not only in the UAE but worldwide.
Graham, a couple of questions away from this particular Champions League is, we all know about England getting a new coach in Trevor Bellis, and we know great rivalries in cricket, England, Australia, India and Pakistan. You guess perhaps countries like India and Pakistan is also looking out for coaches, should take a cue from the English board, that they didn't see what rivalries and what nationalities are when it comes to picking the best coach?
Well, I think you want the best coach, and I think India have had lots of coaches from outside India. I can think of three: obviously Duncan Fletcher, Gary Kirsten, John Wright, Greg Chappell. There's four. Personally, I'm speaking personally. Ideally, you would like a coach from your country, because of the national identity, because of what you play for. I think in an ideal world, that's what you want. In the modern world, it doesn't work like that. You know, in all sports, there are coaches from different nationalities coach different teams. I don't think it lessens it. I mean, obviously, an Englishman coaching Australia would be unusual, and an Australian coach in England against Australia will be a new dynamic that's never been tried before. But Trevor Bayliss, I wish him all the best. He's got a good track record. He's done well with the Calcutta Knight Riders, New South Wales, and previously with Sri Lanka. I think England were looking for someone who could coach all three formats to improve the standard, and especially to improve the standard of English international one-day cricket, both T20 and 50-over cricket. And so I think that's why he's been appointed. And he's got a tough gig first up, Australia, his home nation. Yeah. But I think England will be more competitive than people think.
One final question, Graham. You played spin better than no one else in this England team, and when you were part of the English coaching setup, you prepared England players to play spin in a much more better manner, that they came to India and defeated India as well. Do you think that the way a lot of emphasis is happening in India about getting those green top wickets and all, slowly and gradually it seems as if Indian batsmen particularly are not going to play spin exactly that well, and they haven't succeeded to play fast bowling good either. What should be the way forward for the Indian batsman to play seam and foreign conditions much better?
I'm not close to Indian cricket. What I do know is you've got some fantastic talent in India now. I mean, all your iconic players now have retired, apart from probably MS Dhoni. I mean, the iconic players of the past, you know, your Laxmans, your Tendulkars, your Dravids, Sehwags, these guys are not playing anymore. There is a new breed of Indian batsman and cricketer. Some great players, you know, Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan, Rahane. You watch them and you think they're fantastic players. I think 2 years ago in India, when we lost the first Test and second match at the Wankhede Stadium, was a raging turner, as we would call it. Our spinners outbowled the Indian spinners. I mean, that's just a fact, and it's unusual to see that. But I think players all around the world improve their play by playing in different conditions. The only way to learn to play on a turning wicket is to practice on turning wickets and to play lots of cricket on turning wickets. And the same when the ball's swinging around or seaming around. You know, you need to play on those wickets. You can't play on flat wickets all the time, flat dead wickets, and then when the ball moves around, expect to employ a different technique. You only learn by becoming used to those conditions and playing in those conditions on a fairly regular basis. Then you can develop and adapt your technique to suit.
One final question, Graham.
Can I say something else? It's on those sort of wickets that do something, like whether it's seaming or swinging or turning. They're the times when the batsman wins the game for you. I.e., 2 years ago at Wankhede Stadium, when Alistair Cook got a big 100 and Kevin Peterson got a big 100, they won the game, not the spin bowlers.
Yeah, Graham, one final thing. A lot of names cropping up for the Indian coach as well. Would you have a fair bit of a coaching experience as well? Do we reckon that you would also love to throw your hat into this particular ring?
Well, it's an exciting thought, I must admit, but not one I've really considered, to be honest. I was very happy coaching England with the batsmen, but I've never really considered that. But India is one of the great cricketing nations of the world. It, in some ways, is the centre of cricket now, financially, certainly with the income that's generated now. So it would be an honour to be mentioned, but I don't think it would come my way.
Would you like to be approached, or would you like to put your presentation in if and ever they ever advertise?
I think at my stage, I still coach Alistair Cook as a player. He's playing quite well, so I'm happy at the moment.
Thanks a lot, Graham, for talking to us. It's been a pleasure. Thanks. Thank you.
So Ravi Shastri.